Hi everyone, Lance here, best day of MTB, and today is an awesome day. Why? Because I've just received a box. What's in the box? Well, hopefully with a bit of luck, a set of carbon wheels for my e-bike. It's come from lightbicycle.com, so all the way from China, even despite COVID, got here relatively quickly. Alright, now comes the nervous bit where you open the box up and find out whether the wheels are all in one piece. Alright, let's do that. The old Stanley knife. Alright, moment of truth. Alright, they're black, good colour. Alright, okay, some rim tape, we've got to set them up tubeless. What do you think of those? That's pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with those, they look pretty good. Got DT Swiss hubs on them. Alright, we'll unwrap them some more, and I could do a time lapse of me setting the wheels up and showing you how I put the tyres on and everything, but to be honest, I'm a crap mechanic, it's going to take forever, so I'll meet you back in a few minutes and we'll have the tyres on. Alright, we'll manage to swap everything over. It took me about 10 minutes to set them up tubeless and everything. Well, that's obviously a lie, isn't it? In fact, it's not even the same day. I'm not the world's greatest mechanic, but I did eventually get there. They seem to be holding air, so that's a good sign. The tyres, I put my Maxxis Assegais on them. Yeah, I know, I didn't line up the Maxxis with the valve stem and everything, and I'll probably get some people criticising me for that one. But anyway, the tyres are on, they look awesome. Paid 1,500 New Zealand dollars delivered to the door. In fact, quite a big chunk of that was actually postage. Got DT Swiss hubs on them, and you know, I think they look pretty awesome. So all we need to do now is go out and find some jumps to case them, I guess. So let's go do that now.
Alright, so here we go on my brand new set of carbon rims. These are the Recon wheel set. They're down as all mountain enduro. They're the EN933 with 33mm internals. Now you may be asking, why do I want carbon rims on a e-bike? And it's got nothing to do with weight and all to do with stiffness and strength. My first set of carbon wheels, I got myself a second-hand set of our Envies with some Chris King hubs. I love those wheels. I'd still be riding them today, to be honest, if it wasn't for the fact they were 26-inch. So yeah, it's all about having a strong, stiff wheel set. I've had aluminium ones. I mean, it's probably contentious, but I've always had to broken spokes, tensioning them up, getting them trued. So yeah, carbon, to me, it's all about the strength.
Okay, so I've brought out my new light bicycle rims out to the West Coast Riders Club here in Auckland. I've just done one run, get it warmed up, seems to be going pretty well so far. One thing I should point out when riding is obviously if you're wearing gloves, don't bring two left-hand gloves. You should bring a right and a left. So anyway, there's a tip for you. Anyway, I'm going to go back out and see how many jumps I can case on these new rims.
Okay, let's talk dollars and cents here. 1,538 New Zealand dollars to arrive these wheels at my door. Only took 4 weeks actually from when I ordered them to arriving at my house, so pretty impressive. Interestingly enough, $426 of that 1,500 was actually shipping and handling and probably exchange fees as well. In a normal year, I think my previous ones, I sent them much cheaper by sea freight, but during these times of COVID, they really couldn't guarantee when they would turn up.
Now, you know I said at the beginning that I set the tyres up tubeless and they weren't leaking air. That wasn't strictly true. In fact, they were leaking so much air through the spoke holes that I had to redo the whole thing again. And even after I've redone the whole thing again, still leaking a bit from the back wheel. I'm hoping that's going to stop with a bit of sealant finding its way into the holes. Front wheel, no problem at all, that's been no issue. The rear one, I've got cush coring, not sure if that makes a difference. But anyway, have had a little bit of issues setting it up tubeless, but I think that's more my skill and lack of doing that sort of thing than anything to do with the rims, I think.
Okay, so it turned out I was still losing air during this ride. In fact, I had to stop a couple of times and pump the tyres back up again. It turned out this time it was leaking around the valve. I ended up, when I got home from this ride, pulled the tyre off, pulled the cush core out, changed the valve for the one the wheels came with, and I haven't had a problem since. So undecided as to whether I'll put the cush core back in again. But anyway, I think the wheels wouldn't normally be that difficult to set up. It's just, I must admit, this is my first time I've ever done it from scratch.
Okay, so I bought some carbon rims. I'm going to put them on my e-bike and I'm going to do some jumps on them and probably case most of the jumps. And you're thinking, well, that's pretty cool, Lance, but it's not really a comprehensive review. How can I really be sure that these Chinese rims aren't just rubbish and I've actually wasted $1,500 rather than got a bargain? Well, this is not my first rodeo, and it's not my first light bicycle set of rims. 5 years ago, bought my pride and joy, my Zero Taniwha, and got these rims from lightbicycle.com for them. They're pretty cool, I think. They've had 5 years of use. They've been to Whistler, they've been to Europe, they've been to some of the rockiest, gnarliest tracks you can think of. In fact, I was riding this bike, it was just down a gravel road in Italy, and I was following people in the dust, and then suddenly this giant flipping baby's head-sized boulder hit it with the front wheel. I heard this massive bang and I literally thought the wheel was destroyed, but couldn't find anything wrong with it. And that was years ago. It's still running perfectly. So these wheels have had an absolute smashing and they still look pretty good. Even the Taniwha, you can see, that's not a sticker. That was actually put on by lightbicycle.com. I think it looks really cool. I haven't bothered this time, as it was an added expense to do that. But anyway, these wheels are awesome. That's why I got this set for the e-bike, because I love these ones so much. Anyway, let's carry on.
Okay, so I guess the big question is, what were these like to ride? Did they transform the feel of the bike? Well, to be honest, not really. To be honest, I think I could tell that they were a little bit stiffer, but they certainly don't make a huge difference to the ride characteristics of the bike, I believe. I didn't expect them, to be honest, and I guess I bought them for other reasons. I want a really strong, reliable set of wheels that I don't have to keep truing up and doing spokes up or fixing broken spokes. So that was what I want. I just want to be able to hit things really hard and know that the wheel's going to cope with it. Now, I do have another plan. What I'm hoping to do is to, at some point, sell this bike and get another one. And what I'm going to do is to take this new wheel set with me. I also have a plan of putting a cheap drivetrain on the new bike, and so effectively I can ride it for about a year or so, sell it and put the original wheels, original drivetrain, original tyres back on the bike, and hopefully should get a reasonable price and not lose too much money on each trade. Saying that, the thing about wheels, it's, it's 26, it's 27.5, it's 29, it's boost, it's mullet, it's always changing, so it's always hard to think you'll have a wheel set forever. But anyway, hopefully I might have this one for a little while.
Alright, well that was day one out on my lightbicycle.com rims. Didn't break them. They felt really good actually, really nice and stiff. I really like carbon rims. I guess you can say one ride doesn't prove anything, but I did show you that I have had a set for 5 years and they've held up really, really well. I'll let you know if anything happens to this. I'm always brutally honest in my reviews, so if I crack them, I'll certainly tell you. Anyway, so far I love them, and if you enjoy the videos, if you like what you've seen, and you haven't subscribed, love it if you did that, and we'll see you on the next one.